Okay.
But now we're officially live. So
right.
I think it's live. No, it is live. I just got the notification. We're live.
Okay.
Okay.
I should tell me how to send it to people.
Oh my god, that fucking one we did earlier uploaded. I hope that doesn't. Okay. Yeah, we're live. It's good.
All right, so we should be live on TriggerTalk right now.
So whoever's got the volume on, just turn that off because I don't want to hear my ugly ass voice over and over again. But we are live, so I'm gonna put the link in my bio right now.
I'm gonna get the link out of your bio.
Okay, let's see.
Justin, can you hear it?
Yeah, I got you.
Are we good? I feel like that was much harder than it needed to be, guys. It took us forever to get that live, but we are live now. Trigger Talk. Here. Let's see. Let me go to. I gotta figure out where I can see it. Well, I can see it over here. People commenting and shit like that. So let's go over here to the stream. All right, we good? We Gucci?
Nope. I still gotta post it.
We have 13 people watching live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Trigger Talk episode 1. We're just kind of getting the stuff posted in our bio and everything like that. We have a fantastic show lined up for you guys, though, so it'll be good. 19.
Is it supposed to be a YouTube link or a Google link?
YouTube, dude. Just go to the YouTube channel, Trigger Talk, and then go to the live stream and then click the link in the live stream. This guy says he identifies as a libtard sexual bigot, or he devotes to libtard sexual. He's calling me a bigot. All right. Well, I am going to, while Grant's getting that whole thing set up, I am going to pop in a little ad here for the t-shirts, if I can share my screen with everybody, because we have a fantastic selection of beautifully crafted t-shirts that, how the fuck do I share my screen? Oh, here it is. Screen share. All right, let's see. Application window. All right. All right, everybody should be able to see right now these beautifully crafted t-shirts from Teespring. Check these out, all right? These things are so good. Just try stepping on this one. You can get it in sweatshirt form as well, and it's getting cold out there, so why you may as well. But yeah, you could check these out. They're fantastic. These shirts are selling like crazy, and there's only 4 days, as you can see, to buy. 4 days, 6 hours, 7 minutes, and actually 38 seconds. You can see the second counter going down as we're sitting here, so there's some enthusiasm. I hope people can see the freaking t-shirts on the stream. Let me make sure it's popping up. But anyway, Grant, you get it?
Yep, I can see it.
No, did you get the link in your bio?
I currently have it. Yep, posted.
All right, sweet. Okay, so now I'm going to stop screen sharing. We can get into the show here. But yeah, those are the t-shirts. Let's get into the show now. Okay, let's see. All right, there we go. I'm back. All right, so what's going on, everybody? First episode. This, just because you can't see our names, I am Too Savage for Democrats. We have Tomorrow's Conservatives, or Justin, if you want to introduce yourself.
What's up?
Yeah, and then we have Grant, or the typical liberal. How you doing?
Hey.
Yeah, and not many people know Grant because he hasn't done many face reveals. But yeah, it's funny because you have like the most followers, but then you've also done the least face reveals. But let's get into the show. I want to talk about huh?
Too many death threats.
Too many death threats. Yeah, you get a lot of them.
Well, too many of them.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what people are commenting down here in the comments. I'm a faggot. What if people actually step on you? See, I don't think anybody's actually going to step on you if you're wearing the shirts. Like, and if someone tries, then that's means for self-defense, you know? And especially if you live in a state like Kansas where you got, you know, concealed carry without a license, you can just whip that out and that'll work pretty well. But we got a ton of topics to go through. One of the people wanted us to talk about these trans people changing their genders all the time. So I thought that pretty interesting topic to start off with here. And I just kind of wanted to propose a question at the beginning of the stream. Now, if you're having sex with a tranny and it's a girl and you don't know it's a tranny, right? And in the middle of sex, she says, I'm actually transitioning to a guy, but I haven't like had the surgery yet. Is that gay?
It's not gay unless it's a wiener. It ain't gay unless the balls touch. Put it like that. It ain't gay unless the balls touch.
Well, but what if you're already in like, but she's a guy technically, like in her eyes or his eyes or its eyes, that would technically be gay. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know. Let's just hope we never get it put in that situation because I don't know how I would react. Do you beat his or her or its ass? I mean, how does it work? I don't know.
I mean, well, can you beat it? Well, see, that's the thing though, because you technically can beat its ass morally if it's a guy, but if it's still a girl, you can't beat its ass. So if you start off and you're like, It's like, oh, actually, I'm transitioning right now. I've been taking the steroids, everything like that. And you've just been going down on this bitch forever. And then you gotta make that decision. Like, do I beat him up? Like, do I pretend like they're actually a guy or what? I don't know. That's what it comes
I mean,
down
that's
to.
just kind of a say I don't want to talk. I mean, how do you put it? Say I don't ever want this to be discussed and walk away from it and never speak to them again. Get a restraining order, something or another.
There's always that fear that it gets out, though. You know, you could end up like with a Charlie Sheen situation. We got like 10 women who are actually men. You know, it's just that would be horrible.
Let's just hope that never happens to any of us, because that's just not good news right there.
Someone commented, said, I'm gay and I wouldn't touch a tranny, whether it's FTM or MTF, whatever the hell that means. Or female to male, male to female. Yeah. And people call me self-hater because of it. Hey, that's fine. If you're gay and you don't want to do anything with trannies, that's fine. I feel like trannies are like the untouchables, you know, like sex-wise. Like, even if you're gay, you will go down on some like hairy-ass men, but the minute a tranny walks in, that's the end of it. You know, that's what scares me for the future is the technology, and like people that are trannies are starting to look like women. You know what I mean? You got some trannies out there that, like, if you're scrolling through Tinder, I mean, there's if you don't know what it is. Yeah, you're like, what are you doing? And you DM, you're like, what's up, baby? She's like, I'm a tranny. You're like, hey, unmatch. You know, you have no clue. It's bad.
Yeah. Think about Thailand. All those ladyboys over there. That's not good news.
Yeah, yeah. Well, apparently that's actually a big attraction in Thailand, though. Like, people go there for those ladyboys.
Yeah, that's just kind of weird people, though.
Yeah. What about you, Justin? What do you think?
I'm with Grant.
Yeah. You just hope it doesn't happen.
Yeah, I just hope it doesn't happen because I'll probably be in jail. Yeah.
you just like chuck him out the window. Like, you're just done with it. It'd be horrible. I could not imagine that happening.
That's just ungodly to think about.
See if what do you guys want us to talk about? You can type stuff down in the comments as well, and we'll discuss those topics as well. Traps are gay. Let's see what we got here. I'm confused. Isn't tranny derogatory? Well, I don't consider it to be derogatory.
No, I mean, that's kind of what they are. Transsexuals. That's what their name. That's what they go by. Yeah. Transsexual.
And I'm just lazy, so I say tranny. But even if it was derogatory, I'd still say tranny because it's funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of good.
Yeah, it's just one of those things you don't say. So much going on, so much. Yeah, there is a lot going on. God loves everyone. Yes, God does love everyone. Except, you know, Dylan Roof actually got convicted today. I don't know if you guys got that Fox News update. They want us to talk about Milo Yiannopoulos, talk about the Russians and the hacking. That's an interesting situation going on.
I mean, Milo's doing a live show right now, but don't leave ours to go watch his.
Yeah, ours is definitely better than Milo Yiannopoulos. Dude, he did a live stream. He was on Periscope, and I clicked on it. And it was literally him getting a blowjob from a black dude. Like, he had the camera on him, and he turned it down, and you could kind of see, like, the black dude on there. And then he turned it up, and he smiled, and then he ended it. I was like, what the hell did I just watch? Like,
that's kind of weird because he's always said he's the girl in the relationship.
So he's doing, I don't know, someone was sucking him off. Let's see. I was 100% positive because when I started it, you could hear, you know, look. I was like, there's something going on down there. Yeah, and I was like, there's something going on. And then as it progressed, he showed it, and I was like, that's freaking disgusting. So, and the whole thing about Milo getting banned from Twitter didn't bother me because I think he wanted to get banned from Twitter.
Just to make a statement.
Yeah, I think he was intentionally trying to get banned from Twitter so he could be like, hey, look, guys, Twitter's evil. I got banned, and I have something to talk about in my speeches. Who's Ghazi Cardozo? I don't know who that is. Did this dude really just say titties are useless? What are you thinking?
Oh, this dude asked if I have a YouTube. Yes, the same name as Tomorrow's Conservatives.
Yeah. Let's see. Gay conservatives are lit. Yeah, I agree. Gay conservatives are lit. I'm totally fine with them.
They're red-pilled.
Yeah. Exactly. Let's see what we got here. Remington is a tranny. No, he's not. Oh, yeah, the song. Did you hear Baby It's Cold Outside? Did you hear the whole controversy behind that?
Yeah, a group out of Minnesota made a SJW version.
Yeah, because they say that it's sexist. Hey, let me see if I can actually play it because I don't even want to play it. It's probably gonna make me throw up. But they say that the song "Baby It's Cold Outside" is like about rape and like enhancing the rape culture. Because apparently, if you're like, you know, "Baby It's Cold Outside," you're talking about rape. Let me see if I can find the
article.
I want to find like the song that's not. Let's see. Clean. I'm gonna go look up clean because that's what they probably called it. If I have to get the clean version of fucking Christmas songs, I'm gonna be pissed. Yeah, I can't find it. I don't know where it is. Probably good that I can't find it. He wants whites to pay reparations. Huh?
How do I get this chat to pop up on the Google Hangout, or can I not do that?
You can do it on your phone.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Yeah, you just go to your phone, click the link or whatever, and it'll pop up. So someone's talking about whites paying reparations. Yeah, I'm never paying reparations. I don't plan on it.
Nope.
If I owned a slave, pardon me, then I would pay reparation. But the thing is, the people I'm paying were never slaves, and I never had any slaves. So why would I pay for slaves? That's like if someone, someone bought an illegal prostitute, and now I have to pay because somebody else bought an illegal prostitute. I didn't even use a prostitute. Like if I have to pay for it, at least let me reap the benefits of that. I'm not talking like I want slavery, but like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like I don't get to benefit, I didn't have slaves. I didn't have anything. So I should have to pay for it.
It's a load of crap. You ain't got to pay them nothing. Look, my family never owned slaves. And even if they did, you really think I'd pay for it? I don't have any slaves. I work for my own damn money. They don't do a damn thing for me. So why would I give them $1 of my money?
Yeah, exactly. You know how stupid that'd be if they put that on your taxes? Like you get your taxes back, it's like slave reparations, 12%. I'd be like, fuck that. I'd be walking up in the IRS, but give me that damn money, dude. I didn't do anything to pay for that shit.
The IRS is I'm not gonna even talk crap on the IRS, just in case they watch this.
Yeah, we're gonna get targeted. Our freaking t-shirt taxes are gonna come back like out the roof. Someone said I posted about supporting Trump on my Snapchat, and this random girl messaged me saying that my mother would be ashamed of me voting for Trump. Then I told her my mom voted for Trump, but she blocked me. Yeah, I don't understand that whole ashamed thing. The only people that are ashamed of you voting for Trump are gay people, to be honest. I mean, I can't think. Have you looked on Hillary Clinton's website at the men that are posing for the apparel on her website? It's just so gay. And then you look at Trump's like a bunch of veterans standing there all like, ripped. I can't do it justice posing. I guess it's not ripped, but yeah. They're buff and everything. It's so funny. Talk about racism. Let's get a good topic going. Oh, we can talk about reverse racism. That's a thing.
Reverse racism. Let's see. I'm reading all these comments. I'm trying to keep. I got bad ADD. I gotta keep switching back. Talk about racism. I said I like Trump on Insta. Everybody went ape shit. You know what? You don't want to be friends with people that go ape shit over stupid shit. You hear me?
That's the thing.
Leave them alone.
If you're friends with somebody, like if you have a friend in your life that goes off on you for your voting preference, then you shouldn't be friends with that person or anybody in your life. If there's anybody in your life that can't respect you, especially if they're close to you, like a family member or something like that, that can't respect your decision to vote for whoever you want, you probably shouldn't have that person in your life. Like, if you've got.
Yeah, sorry about that, boys. I had to go help. I had to go help with something, but I'll be back.
You'll be back, okay?
I'm lagging out.
No,
What's up?
No, I just had to leave the.
Oh, you're back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. Yeah, people are asking about slave reparations, paying those. This is stupid. Oh, but I actually did a really interesting thing today for one of my videos that I just uploaded, and actually, it turns out that the U.S. government might have been behind those DNC hacks. So Judge Napolitano was on Fox News, and he said that, quote, "Look who had the incentive to prevent Miss Clinton from becoming president of the United States, whose agents had their real identities and locations exposed by the reckless manner, who had access to all of this material without having to steal any codes." And then he said the United States intel agents who did not want this woman in charge of the federal government and exposing more agents and resources and undercover assets in the Middle East. So basically, he thinks that the U.S. Intelligence agencies actually leaked all this shit to WikiLeaks because they wanted to keep themselves safe from Hillary Clinton being president and her reckless,
recklessness, her crookedness.
Even her own people didn't want her as president.
Oh yeah, no, nobody would. Dude, the Secret Service all hated her. Like that was like the punishment that you go on Hillary's detail when Bill was president. Somebody wants to talk about the fight. Oh, okay, this is a question. Who's the dumbest liberal that has ever commented on your Instagram page? Like who's just the biggest idiot that pisses you off? You're like, I would shoot this person. Like
It's got to be either an ANCOM. It's got to be an ANCOM.
Yeah, which ANCOM makes no sense. How do you have anarcho-communism?
It's,
Dylan, what
it's
about
an oxymoron.
What about Ben?
Ben, oh my God, Ben the Marxist is horrible. No, who was that one guy? What was his name? The liberal guy that we debated.
That liberal guy.
That
and he
liberal
wanted us
guy.
to take the video down because it was killing his what was it? What did he say? It was killing his reputation.
Yeah,
What was it?
literally. It was killing his reputation. So we debated. Grant and I debated this guy. I think Justin was like he couldn't come that night or whatever. But
Yeah, I had class.
yeah, we were debating this liberal guy, and we just destroyed him in the debate. Like, it was hilarious. He looked like such an idiot. And after the debate, he kept DMing us, telling us to take the debate down because he said it was hurting his reputation. He was like pleading with us and everything. We were just like, fuck you. It was so funny. Like, oh.
You can't talk all that shit and then expect us to just take it down because your feelings are getting real hurt for your own stupidity. It doesn't make no damn bit of sense.
Yeah,
So,
it's so
Dylan,
stupid.
Dylan, I know who the dumbest liberal is to comment on my stuff.
Who?
Alice.
No, the worst, there's this person named Think.Logically. And I don't know if guys have heard this person, but he claims to be like a moderate. He's like, oh, I'm an independent. But the only thing he does is just bash me for supporting Trump. Like, I couldn't post one thing without this idiot in the comments like, oh, you're wrong. And then some stupid fact. Like, it's fine if someone wants to debate me and they actually know what they're talking about. When they say something stupid, and that's when I bring out ad hominem and start pissing everybody off. But I mean, it's dumb. It's like, if you can't make an argument, then don't. I know some hardcore liberals who think Stalin was a good person. Can I have a shout out? No.
I know I look creepy in this lighting, but the overhead lighting, sucks in this room.
Yeah.
Yeah. My lighting sucks too, dude. I look like a goddamn Casper the Ghost. It's horrible.
Well, you're already white as fuck, so.
Yeah, I'm very, very pale. So on top of this.
About politics. I'm just reading these comments. Y'all give us a really good thing y'all want us to talk about, something that sparks it.
Grant's a fucking leprechaun, so.
Yeah.
I am leprechaun. You got this. I got the gold right back there. You know about it. You can't beat this beard right here. You can't beat it.
Dude, it's so red. Like, I didn't realize you're like oh dude, you got like fury going on right there.
He's
like,
straight Irish, dude.
Look, the hair isn't even that red. It's like an auburn, but the beard is just full red.
Hey, Grant, you said Auburn. I'm triggered.
I said Auburn, you're triggered. Why are you triggered? Oh, Alabama Roll Tide. That's right.
Roll Tide.
Keep it right.
Do you guys
thoughts on Ben? Global warming is a myth. Talk about that.
We just talk about Alabama.
I did a whole video on.
Just talk about how
oh, go ahead. What about Alabama?
No,
we're just both fans of Alabama.
I know you guys are huge fans. We have this text group, and they're always talking about Alabama, or like you guys are playing RuneScape now. I have never played RuneScape. I played for like 10 minutes when I was a kid. I made an account. I was walking around, and then I just stopped playing. I don't know why, but I don't know. It seems like it's pretty interesting. I just have never played it.
Yeah,
it's something you start as a little kid. I started a long time ago.
Yeah, I started back in 2004.
2004, yeah, somewhere around there.
Is it one of those throwback games?
Yeah, it's one of those throwback games. You just play it just because it's like you're remembering your childhood. It's actually a fun game.
Like what's the purpose of the game? Like, what are you trying to accomplish in the game?
It's an RPG, dude. You just do whatever you want.
So it's kind of like Fallout.
It's kind of like Skyrim.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah, I just haven't played it. I know you guys are talking about like because like Justin put some in the chat, like, do you have any 99s on your account? I thought you were talking about Instagram. So I'm looking on my account, looking for 99 anything. And I was like, wait, 99 likes? I was like, what?
I mean, you almost have 99K.
No, I do have 99K. I'm like close to 100K.
Yeah, fuck you.
I don't understand, Grant, how you grow so quickly. Like, what the hell are you doing, dude? Like,
you keep cutting out. I can't hear you.
I said, I don't understand how you're growing so quickly.
You know what? I really think it's the hashtags. I think it's the hashtags that do it, because if you click on the hashtags, I'm on the most popular on that, and I think that's what people see. That's my only guess, because other than that, I have not a clue.
What could be the name?
I think that is a clever name.
The thing is, like, I think that the higher you start to go, and a lot of people, when they ask me how to grow a political account, I'm always like, the more followers you get, the faster it kind of snowballs. You know, like
exponential growth.
Yeah, because it's kind of like compound interest in investing. It's the same kind of thing. Like once you get to like 10K, you just spiral. But Grant, it was insane. I remember last February, he was at like 65K because I remember thinking he could fill up a stadium now. And now, like,
no kidding.
6 months later, he's at, or almost a year later.
He can fill up Alabama Stadium twice.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good point. I didn't even think of that. Hells to the yeah. That's,
Dude, actually, a big you can fill up the Ohio Buckeye Stadium twice.
It is the typical liberal, right? Yes, it is. Well, you spelled it completely wrong. Liberal? Yeah, liberal. No, it's liberal, as in the people we hate. But good try. Good try.
Grant, didn't you come up with that meme? Or no?
That's my profile. My profile picture.
Yeah.
No, I didn't come up with that. I as soon as I saw it first published, I was like, I want it. I need it. That's my profile picture.
Does your account name start out as the typical liberal?
It should. No, it's got underscores in it. I don't know how to change. I wish I could, but
wait,
when you search it.
Was that the first like when you first started your account? Was the name the typical liberal?
Yeah, I mean, it has not changed. The profile picture has never changed. It's all the very same.
Oh,
I mean, Grant, there is a way you can change your name on Instagram, though.
Yeah, I'm not trying to change it though. I'm keeping that.
Dude, if you change it, I'm taking that shit.
No. It's staying solid.
All the shout outs that you have out there are mine now.
It's like you're fucking collecting them in the thing. You're just like, yeah, come to my. Oh, that'd be so funny, dude. It's so funny, dude. I hate people. I need to get my account verified because I have so many rip-off accounts, like Too Savage for whatever, and it's just like nobody cares about ugly liberal. Come on, get a topic. This has turned into a topic. What do you want us to fucking talk about? If you want us to get a topic, put some in the damn chat you want us to talk about. They're like Democrats. They're sitting there like, do something. And it's like they don't do anything.
What do you want us to talk about?
Electoral college. Well, we can talk about the electoral college. If we get rid of the electoral college, winning the election would be literally the easiest thing for either party because all you have to do is appeal to one group of people. So if you have like, the typical people who are in like LA or New York or whatever, all you have to do is appeal to like the rich city boys that want to transition to a female, and then if you appeal to them, you get it. Whereas with the electoral college, you have to appeal to like the factory worker in Ohio or in.
And that's
Detroit.
how Trump won.
Yeah, the businessman in Ohio, the coal miner in Pennsylvania. I mean, you got to apply to everybody to win the electoral college. So the electoral college is definitely the thing. Climate change next. Oh yeah.
Yeah, climate change. You can't, when it comes to the electoral college, you can't have specific popular votes, in my opinion, because if you go by popular vote, you have complete rule of what, like, okay, so Chicago, New York, all the big cities would have their say over the flyover states, and those are the hardworking Americans, not the people going to work at Versace and Gucci. And you got to have the real hard workers, and that's either down south. There's a couple up north. I'll give you a little credit. And the flyover states. And a lot of people
Michigan. Michigan's got some hard workers up there.
Oh, yeah. Until NAFTA ruined all the car manufacturing up there.
Yeah, but we're getting rid of that. So the car's about to come back now, which I'm so excited for. So you want to talk about climate change?
Sure. You know how I feel about climate change? Let me just break it down real quick. The earth gets hot. The earth gets cold. Check your history. Or not your history, your science history, I guess you could call it. It goes through phases. All right, when you're saying we're putting a lot of CO2 into the atmosphere, when a volcanic eruption happens, that's an astronomical amount of CO2, and that is a natural occurrence. And you're going to blame driving a car the reason the atmosphere is doing what it's doing. Listen here, buddy. You get over that. That's not how it works. It's basic down to the nitty gritty. How do I put it? It's climate change is an Al Gore thing, in my opinion. Al Gore just pushed it on everybody about the polar bears and all this. And if I read not too long ago, do your own research, but I'm pretty sure I read that said that there's more ice in the North and South Pole than there ever has been before.
Well, that's because it's refreezing. That's actually because like it's melting and then refreezing again. But the reality of the situation is, I did a whole video on this. I got like pages of notes on climate change. I did a massive video, whole presentation thing. I was all nerdy. But so here's just one statistic that's just stunning. So in the Cretaceous period, right, the CO2 was 1,700 ppm. All right. That's 30 times, or that's 6 times what it was right before the Industrial Revolution. Right now, the ppm is only 395.93. Now, let's see, where was I looking at right now? Oh, yeah. According to the IPCC, which is the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, natural sources pump 150 billion tons of CO2 into the atmosphere, and that's 30 times what humans produce. Now, people who argue for global warming like to say, well, natural sources are normal, but when you start having these human additions to it, then it's pushing it over the top, and that's too much. Well, even if we added a ton of human CO2 to the 395.93 ppm we have right now, it still wouldn't reach 100 or 1,700 ppm that we had in the Cretaceous period. And CO2 doesn't start to become lethal to humans until it's at 1.75% of the air. And right now it's 0.035. So it's literally never going to happen. It's dumb.
Y'all trying to do climate change. I don't even.
We
climate
all
change
go outside. If we all became fat and then went outside and started breathing, it still would not be enough CO2 to harm any humans. And 2.0% of CO2 is just like you get dizzy. That's it. It needs to be like 17 to be lethal.
So if we all became like the chick who was on the elevator the other day and threatened to charge my friend with harassment because he said something about her taking the elevator to the second floor.
Yeah. Wait, what happened?
I was gonna save it for later, but
yeah, let's do it. Let's hear it.
Okay, so I live in a dorm. It's 10 floors, and me and my buddy got back from the gym. We had just had a hard leg day. We live on the 9th floor, and this chick gets in the elevator, and she's very overweight. And she
very overweight.
very. And bad thing is she has Chick-fil-A in her hand, and
of course she does.
A big ass soda in the other hand. Anyway, my buddy, he's very vocal about his opinions and stuff like that, and he doesn't have a filter really. But anyway, she presses the 2, and my friend looks at her. He's like, "Really?" He's like, "Don't you need to use the stairs?"
Did he seriously say that?
He did say that.
Dude, that's one of the things where they're talking about fat shaming. That's one of the things. I don't think fat shaming is necessarily a bad thing. When you got someone who's like 600 pounds and just so fat that they can't even move. I'm totally for fat shaming.
It worked for me.
Dude, all we do in society is just like coddle these fat asses. And it's like, it's just making more people fat. It's like what we do with the welfare state, where there's so much incentive to not have a job and just live off welfare that so many people are doing it. Now, if we shamed everybody on welfare, like they do in Ireland, where Conor McGregor's past, he dropped out of school and went on welfare for a short time when he was training to fight. And he was shamed by so many people and harassed because he was on welfare. And that's actually something you shouldn't be on welfare in Ireland.
In Ireland, being on welfare is like as bad, like is worse than being on welfare in the United States.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Like, it's a point of like shame amongst the Irish community because the Irish people are very hardworking.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Too bad we can't be harder. You know how many people? You know the output of our economy if everybody on welfare started working. Like how much output we would have. I mean, think about it. And then you've got these people running around, and it's literally destroying. This is why the average IQ of our country is dropping, is because when you're on welfare, you get more money the more kids you have. And so these idiots are just pumping out a ton of kids so they can make more money. And IQ is genetic. And so people are literally, we're just getting, whereas the smart people, like the middle class, intelligent people, aren't having kids because of all these taxes. And they don't feel like they have a secure future for their kids. So all these dumbasses are having kids. And then we have literally stupid people. It's like, it's a hate fact, to be honest. But yeah.
It's a hate fact.
You're going to hate it, but it's a fact. Someone in the chat said the Earth is flat.
Yeah, I saw that too. I don't even know what to say to that. It's
Yeah.
just,
Well, I mean, if the Earth is flat, then explain why snipers have to adjust for the Coriolis effect, or why people that climbed Everest. Could you imagine? Well, just think about this for a second. You know how they say climate change is settled science? Imagine if they went back and and they said the Earth being flat was settled science.
no.
Then we'd still be thinking the Earth is flat right now, and they wouldn't have investigated it. Do you guys pay attention to MMA or UFC?
I don't.
Not really.
Oh, well, someone just said something about the Conor Floyd.
Well, I did see where Floyd Mayweather said he'd slap the shit out of Conor McGregor.
I do think Floyd Mayweather would win that fight if Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather fought.
I don't.
If they did in boxing.
Well, if it was a straight boxing match, then yeah, Floyd would win. But
That's what it is. It's boxing. They're doing boxing.
I mean, if it was a straight up fight.
Oh, God, no. See, that's the thing about fighting. I don't fight with any rules. If I get in a fight, I'm going to throw a Christmas tree at you. I'm going to hit you with a nutcracker. Like, whatever I can find, you're getting hit in the head with it. And
Very festive in your fighting.
yeah, I'll be like Jingle Bells, like strangling someone with some. But I don't think there's any such thing as a fair fight. You know, if I get in a fight with someone on the street, I'm not going to be like, all right, take shoes, shirt off. We got to have gloves. And like, you just need your ass kicked while you're trying to prepare, you know? Dude, this dude's evidence, he goes, this is funny. I agree with you, but he's like, the Earth is round, dumbass. Get Google Earth.
I was reading it. I was like, oh. And the guy above him, Grizz. All right, Grizz Frank. They don't ask a sniper. See if you can find a real photo of the planet. All right, let me ask you. What's the ISS then? Do you just believe they're just floating around a blank sheet of Earth? I don't know how else to put a flat piece of Earth. How do you put it?
It would be shaped as a dish, is apparently what it would be. Because I think Vsauce did a whole video on like if the Earth was flat, and they said it would be like shaped as like a dish and have like, and you wouldn't actually fall off because the ground. It was so stupid, but there's no way. I mean,
You'd walk to the other side or something like that.
Yeah, you'd go over like the top.
What about the sun? What about the sun and how that works?
No, it's proven that the Earth is flat. I mean, there's mass. The Earth has mass
because the sheer mass of the core pulls it inward.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay.
Like, why would we be the only like flat planet in our solar system?
Yeah, just like all these fucking round planets, and we're flat. If we were flat, we could start like using that against the aliens when we find them. We can call them flattest. It could be a whole liberal movement. We could say they're against flat planets.
Well, I mean, a flat Earth would be like a tranny.
Yeah. True. Dude, no,
it just sticks out.
They were talking about oh, what was I going to say? Something about the flat Earth. Damn it. I totally lost my train of thought, but it was a good point. Thoughts on Trump picking Tillerson for Secretary of State? I like him. I think he's a good pick. The sun may be round, but the Earth is flat. You can't even prove that the Earth is flat. You just throw out these statements like, oh, hey, guys, the Earth is flat. And then when someone comes back with some actual evidence, you don't have anything to say. If you climb to the top of Everest, you can see the curvature of the Earth. Like you can literally look at the Earth curving.
I mean, if you just climb up a really tall hill, you can see the curvature of the Earth.
You know, I remember what I was going to say.
Also,
oh, go ahead.
If you are in a forest, you don't think you are a tree. So I don't know what that means, but
what did you say?
I don't really understand where you're going with.
Well, you don't think you're a tree because you don't have a fucking brain, so you don't think in general. I mean, I don't know what the.
Oh, that is a savage. Am I still here?
Did you know the Nazis actually believed that they were in the center of the Earth and that that everything else was around them? Like they actually thought that if they walked out and like pointed their telescopes up in the air, they could spy on France.
Oh my God!
I'm not even kidding.
Serious?
These are the same. These are the same people that thought that were like almost ready to build a stealth bomber and were working on a nuclear weapon. Like their scientists came here and helped us build the nukes.
And their medical research. I mean,
yeah.
Although their medical research was done on innocent people.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, the Nazis had some smart scientists. Like if they had used their power for good, I think, and and they had shared that with other people, I think we would be very, they had some stuff like Michelangelo. There are some people who are just way ahead of their time.
I mean, Albert Einstein fled Germany because of the rise of the Nazi regime. So
yeah, exactly.
All right. So what do y'all think of Trump saying that concealed carry should be a federal, every state? How do you think? How do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that?
I agree too. I don't think you should need a license for it.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Wait, do you have to have a license in Florida?
Yeah, it's one of the hardest ones to get. Well, since it's one of the hardest ones, you got to go to the class, you got to go shoot all this, that, and the other. A lot of states like Georgia, Alabama.
Wait, Florida's one of the hardest ones?
From what I was told by
I
an
would think
instructor.
that I would think that like Florida would be one of the well, not one of the easiest, but pretty easy.
Oh, it's the same thing with when it comes to getting a gun in Florida. I mean, it's not hard. It's just a little bit time consuming because if you don't have a concealed carry license in Florida, you have to wait a week to get a handgun. I'm not sure how it is on the rest of the country.
I know in Kansas, you just go buy a handgun and then you can conceal carry without a license. And we just passed a law where you can carry on college campuses without a license too. You can just carry.
You can do that in Florida. You can do that in Florida, but you have to. I think you have to have a license, and I don't know if you can specifically carry, but you can't have a gun on campus.
I think that's such a good idea. I mean, that's such good. If they had guns on, I mean, it was stopped by a gun, the OSU shooter.
This thing just happened at my university. We had a lockdown the other day because somebody reported some guy that somebody had a gun, but in all honesty, it was an older guy. He's on his GI Bill. He's going to college on his GI Bill. He's got a really big beard. I have classes with him actually. He forgot that his holster was in his. He forgot his holster was on his side, and it didn't have his gun in it or anything. But people saw the holster, and it was gun shaped, and people reported that. So we had a lockdown for like an hour because of that.
Gun crimes all come down. Like people are scared of guns, just don't know how to use them. Like I was scared of guns until I actually started using guns and figured out that if you know gun safety.
Exactly.
Then like the problem is though, and this is what you have to fix. You can't just pass laws saying that you can carry the guns. You also have to get rid of the laws that are like there's so much punishment for if you use it to defend yourself. Like right now in some states, if you use your gun to defend yourself, you could face 10 years in prison. Now having the gun is going to do nothing if you can't use it.
Oh.
That'd be like
I don't understand it at all.
Yeah, it would be like you're cooking dinner and you get a bunch of like steak knives to eat your steak with, but then they say, well, if you actually use the knife to eat your steak, you can't eat. It's like, well, that's stupid. So you want me to cut the shit up? I can't eat it. It's the same kind of thing, I can't believe people are still talking about the Earth being flat.
Well,
let it go, people.
Like it's such a.
Is that really still in there?
There are people still talking about it.
Like
give us a decent.
The flat Earth theory was
subject.
Created. The flat Earth theory was created by a guy who wanted to become a cult leader.
Yeah, it's a cult. Yeah. Thoughts on the Donald Duck Party of Sweden? I have no idea what that is.
I've never heard of that. If it's anything like the Project Veritas video about did you see that?
No, what was that?
It was like the DNC operatives were staging these people to walk around in Donald Duck suits.
I did hear about that. Yeah,
holding a sign saying "Donald, release your taxes" or something like that.
What the hell does Donald Duck have to do with it?
Because it's Donald. Like there's a character called Scrooge McDuck, and he
Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah, it's like their Christmas Carol version, and
should be Scrooge McFuck.
Dylan, you just no.
I just killed that whole fucking thing. I just killed the whole story. Oh,
I mean, it's kind of like I butchered your intro during my video.
Good day.
Good day.
Do we have any liberal opinions?
Marijuana legalization.
Yeah, I am very liberal with my guns and my ammunition.
I've got a couple liberal opinions when it comes to
like I don't care about gay marriage and I don't care about pot legalization. So
yeah, me and Justin are on the same thing. Here's the deal with when it comes to gay marriage, and I want y'all to very vividly understand what I'm trying to say. When it comes to gay marriage in our Constitution, it does not say anything about specifically man and woman. Out of respect for the definition, I wish they would call gay marriage as free union or some other chicken shit, but not just out of respect. But you have to, everybody's equal in this country, whether you have all these leftists saying they're not, they really are. So just because they're gay, let them get married, quote unquote. I just wish they'd call it something else. Just let them do their thing. We do our thing. Let me have my guns, get married. Cool.
Yeah.
Very, very good. When it comes to pot, I don't care about pot as long as you're not. If you got an abuse problem and you're stoned out of your mind and you wreck into somebody, same punishment as if you were DUI, like with alcohol. Driving under the influence is driving under the influence, and if you kill somebody while driving drunk, well, that's your own damn fault.
Yeah. What do you think about, though? Here's the question: what do you think about the dealers? And what about harder drugs like heroin and stuff like that? Like I agree with you guys on gay marriage and pot legalization, but what about when it comes to like heroin and then the dealers who deal heroin? What do you think should be done about them?
Well, in Portugal, everything's legal. Every drug's legal, and they have a very, very, very low abuse problem. They have really good statistics on it. I say the United States and Portugal are two different countries, obviously. One's much bigger than the other. I don't think we can use their example as ours. When it comes to drug dealers themselves, I think they should be, depending on what drug. If we're talking about weed not being a drug, I'm not considering weed dealers, but even though it is kind of, just get my point when it comes to meth, heroin, and anything very serious like that. That's something that's a lot more detrimental. There's health properties with marijuana. You've got heroin, which is opium, which is Lortab, Percocet. It's all opium or opiates, I should say. But those are very easily abused. Long story short, we need to get off of the whole giving drug dealers what do you call it? Obama was talking about it.
Prison time.
I don't want to call it. No, yeah, he didn't want drug dealers to get a serious offense or something. I'm like, look, man, they're if you can't make money legally, then you shouldn't be doing it at all. I mean, come on now. I don't know how to explain it. You're not doing good for people by getting them high.
Yeah, I think, well, because here's the thing, in my opinion, this idiot is like DMing or chatting me on Skype. It's so annoying. It's so hard to focus. But God damn it. But anyway, if you're doing like with dealers, they're literally dealing, like you're trying to kill somebody. Like with heroin, it's not like it's a voluntary exchange once you're addicted. It becomes now you have to come back to me because I deal your heroin for the best price. And if you don't, I'll kill you. And that's what it comes down to with drugs like that. So I definitely think that we should, dealers should go to jail, but I don't think that, and I also don't think we should, I'm split on the regulate and tax thing. Because a part of me says that I don't want the government to grow because I want more freedom. I don't smoke weed or do any drugs, but I don't want the government to grow because someone wants to have more freedom. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I'm with you on that. I feel you on that.
Yeah. So I don't know where I stand on that whole issue of,
you know how Colorado passed it like 5 years ago or something like that now?
Yeah.
Well, this year,
it's been a while.
Yeah, this year's like the first year that their government revenue has like something other than alcohol tax and tobacco tax has taken over as the #1 spot, and that's marijuana. So
yeah, but didn't the governor come out and say that it was the worst mistake that he's made in his political career?
It's only because he was going for re-election and he needed the conservative vote.
Okay, I see. Well, I think the conservatives would be more in favor of the weed legalization. That's what I don't get, because I would think that the conservatives,
they're not, dude, because my family, they are like deep South conservatives, and they still think it's like the devil's work. So
I know, but like I'm just saying in the part of like the freedom thing. Like, okay, I gotta mute this asshole. Seriously, like have some fucking. Dude, here. Let me read this off to you, okay? He says also sends it. Completely fucking unrelated sends it. Cities have taken the role, sends it. That fortresses previously held. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, just send one message. Which what you want to say? How do I even mute somebody on Skype? This is so annoying.
I think you right click on there.
Well, fuck him. He'll stop eventually. Hopefully. Shut up. God, it's so annoying. People do that. So stupid. Like, it's fine if you're just gonna do like 2 or 3, but when you have like 10, he's still doing it. Yeah. Thank God people can hear. Oh, let's see. By the way, I found the dumbest liberal on Skype. Who is the dumbest liberal on Skype? We need to get some liberals on this show. I would love, if you're a Democrat or if you know a Democrat, tell them to DM TriggerTalkshow@gmail.com. Let us get a liberal. I said that like a faggot. Let's get a liberal on here and debate. I think that'd be so fun if we get some liberals on the Trigger Talk show.
3 on 3. 3 on 3.
No, just bring one. Let's team up on them.
That's what I'm saying.
It'll be hilarious because they'll just talk and then we'll all get a turn. We'll be like, all right, we're gonna take turns, pass it around, and then just pass it to us. You know what I mean? Be like, oh, okay, well, and then we all make a point, same point.
Just try to,
He's still messaging me. Yeah, it's so
bring
stupid. I would love to have someone here. What about people want to talk about flag burning and the cabinet picks?
Oh, that's a good one right there.
Yeah.
When it comes to flag burning, not only do I believe that I should punch you in the face, but I feel like I should kick you in the throat as well. But that's just, even though it is kind of free speech, you're disrespecting everybody that gives you that free speech. So, yeah, you can do it because it's free speech, and the founders especially respected the freedom of speech so well. But if I see you do it, you're gonna regret doing it. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
It's kind of like our sweatshirt say, Dylan.
Yeah, try stepping on this one. Yeah.
You'll get knocked the sock, bro. All right.
This is a great time for an ad, Dylan.
Oh yeah, by the way, t-shirt ad here while Grant's doing what he's doing. I'm going to share the screen here. By the way, guys, if you want to check out our t-shirts, we are selling the Try Stepping on This One t-shirts, which you can see right here. They are fantastic. The link to buy these are down in the bio. So if you want to check one of these out, feel free to go do that in the bio. They're fantastic shirts. I'm wearing mine actually right here. You guys can see them. Hey! Oh, actually, you can't see it. Well, here, I'll turn off the share screens or whatever. Now you can see it. Yeah, check that out. Try stepping on this one. So, yeah, check that out. It's like Superman pulling it up. So, yeah, if you want to check that out. Yeah, but yeah, we actually have a couple liberals. There's a couple communists that I have set up. You're muted, Justin. I don't know if you knew that. Oh, there's a couple communists I have set up that would be willing to come on one episode. So, and we got some liberals, but yeah. So anyway, but with the flag burning, like it's with Colin Kaepernick. Like I hate Colin Kaepernick. I think he's scum, but I support what he's doing because it's his right. Like people can burn the flag, but just be careful about who you do it around.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. If someone burns the flag, I should be able to defend the flag.
They're just cunts for it. They're festering cunts. And you know what? They don't make a damn bit of sense of why they're doing it. And I understand that they're doing it because they're fed up. But why are you disrespecting the people that give you that right? Why are you disrespecting the military, especially? So
it's like living with your parents, and your parents give you like a bunch of like give you money and stuff like that, and then you go around like beating them up. It's basically the same thing.
Don't beat them up, just deport them. That's funny.
Yeah. I wish we could. Well, I don't think we should. Trump made that tweet that stirred up a lot of controversy. Him saying that, yeah. Let's see what we got here, but it's still legal. I can speak and read some Arabic because they have no idea what they go.
And Urdu.
I hope John Smith, he said, fuck off. Are you a liberal? Because if you are, we can have you on. Just email the email. We'll have you on. I think it'd be funny to get a liberal on here. I think it'd be hilarious. Yeah, because if we got some liberal coming here debating, it'd be
so triggered. They're triggered automatically.
Dude, what is that?
It's a cane.
No, get out of my face, dude. I can't handle it, dude. It's so offensive, dog.
Oh, I see that.
I'm triggered.
Very good gun if you are looking to get a nice handgun.
So what's your concealed carry of choice?
Glock 40. Glock 23, 40 cal.
Isn't that huge, though?
Nope. It's about that long, and it's a 40 cal bullet, so it's putting anybody down.
Go see it. No, I do not. Let's see. Would you debate someone who does not like Trump? I would debate someone who doesn't like Trump but is very conservative. I'd go with that because especially if they're never Trump, because I'm conservative too. But I would be down to debate some negative or some.
Would you debate Shapiro?
Oh yeah. Well, I wouldn't have to because his ratings are so low now. Nobody cares.
How about Glenn Beck?
Yes. I just make him cry. Dude. He just probably start crying halfway through the debate. Do something stupid. I wouldn't even like put his face on the screen. I just put the face of him with the nachos all over. Remember when he did that? Stuck his face in like the chips or whatever. So stupid.
Did you see what Nick said to you, Dylan?
Wait, what do you say?
It's at the top of the comment feed.
Yeah. Have you guys seen that video?
No.
The little Indian kid who's like, I do not associate with.
Yeah.
Blank word that I'm not going to say on this. But yeah, no, it's so funny. No, because it's like a thing, and people are saying that all the time. It's so funny. How dare they be against Trump? Try another country and burn their. Yeah, if you go to fucking Iraq
Wait, you
or
guys
Iran.
Where are S Jews?
S Jews. What are S Jews?
S Jews.
So
Wait, you guys aren't real S Jews? If you meant SJWs, no. Why would we be?
You guys aren't real
You
S
just got-
Jews. No, dude. I'm a J Jew, which is a completely different brand of Jew. You know, there's the S Jews, there's the M Jews, I'm the J Jew. So,
Oh my
what do you
god.
think about the movement to get money out of politics? I don't think it'll ever work, to be honest.
Yeah, that's
You can't really remove money.
It's
I
a
mean,
never-ending cycle.
people are just gonna get. It's kind of like when people say they want to end the Fed. It's just never gonna happen.
The Fed's never going
I
away.
wish.
Talk about Islam.
What do you want to know about Islam? It's not a religion of peace. It's not.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you something. Y'all hear a cool story? All right, so up here in Georgia, we me and my lady and her friends and all this, we were walking down this dirt trail that's going towards this rope mill, or going towards train tracks from this rope mill. And on the train tracks, which is like 100 feet in the air, all right, it's a big bridge. There was these two fellers fishing on it. I went up and talked to them, and they're both from the Middle East. One of them is the religion Ba or something, and the other guy was an Iranian Muslim. And I sat there and I talked to the fella for a good 30 minutes to an hour, and it's good to get their own opinion on it. But when it comes to it, making a long story short, he's like, we know Trump hates Muslims, but we really hate Hillary, is what he told me. And I said, well, first off, we hate Hillary too, so we're on the same page on that. But Trump doesn't hate Muslims. He just hates the Muslims that want to kill everybody. So let's make sure that's known.
I would think they'd love Hillary because Hillary gets all of her money from him.
Yeah, true.
No, that was a long conversation. So.
Did they offer any evidence?
Make a long story short. Did he offer any evidence on what?
Trump hating Muslims, or did he just say it?
He just said it, and I was like, I'm not trying to start anything, so I said, well, he doesn't, but this is why he says what he says, and I agree with what he says. And the guy right next to him, who's also Middle Eastern, but he's lived over here for a little bit longer, was like, yeah, they just kind of hate everybody and just keep fighting. I'm like, no shit, that's the problem. So
yeah, it's stupid. Okay, now here's something. I was talking to this dude, and he said that it was justified to go up to any Muslim, and if they don't disavow the religion, to shoot them. No. And I argued and said that wasn't justified, but he said it is, because technically in their book it says that they have the right to kill you. And he was claiming it was self-defense, which was an interesting argument. I don't agree with it because they haven't acted upon that, act to kill you. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
talk
Grant,
about fiber.
Yeah, I got to dip out, guys. You guys can keep on going, but I just got to go.
Okay, do you want to keep going for a bit longer, Grant, or do you want to end it?
I got about 5 minutes if you want to do that.
Yeah, we'll just go for about 5 more minutes and wrap it up.
All right,
boys.
Justin.
Yeah, see you later. We'll be back for another episode.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, talk about the death penalty. Thoughts on unions? Global warming. I already did that.
I see a bunch of unions. Disband them all. Next. Yeah. I'm kidding.
Yeah, we should get rid of unions. Unions are stupid.
They're awful. They do. I mean, they're really, really awful.
They do nothing.
Back then, exactly, except bitch.
Yeah.
And complain.
Yeah. Well, they used to do stuff that actually worked, but
now it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. We could start wrapping it up here, and then we can.
Hi, just joined in. Sorry.
Yeah, we're about to. We can start wrapping up the show and talk about. So, this is the Trigger Talk podcast. Basically, what this is it's me, TSFD, the typical liberal, and tomorrow's conservatives. We're going to be getting together and starting a podcast. We're going to have some liberals on the show too, re-debate them and stuff like that. So that'll be pretty fun. But yeah, we're going to be doing this. It's going to be pretty interesting. It's just an intro show just to kind of get you guys to know what's going to be going on here. But yeah, if you enjoyed, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like and share and everything like that. We are going to end the stream. So, Grant, wait, don't hang up after it ends because I want to mention something right as soon as we end. But anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in to the show. If you enjoyed, we'll be back later, or not later today, but another day. So anyway, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.